Blaine D. Pope didn't plan to go viral. He had just planned to go home and make a peanut butter sandwich. But that was before the mild-mannered professor arrived at his daughter's school in Santa Monica one afternoon this week and found a group of anti-maskers waving signs and shouting conspiracy theories at parents and students. You know the type. Those who claim, falsely, that COVID-19 is the same as the flu, and that anyone who wears a mask or agrees to get vaccinated has been indoctrinated by a mysterious they. Most people in Pope's position would have just driven away, maybe rolling down the window to shout a curse word or two in the process, but still following some internet elders' sage advice to not feed the trolls. Pope, who has been teaching business at Cal State Northridge, but has a background working in public health, didn't drive off. Instead, for nearly 20 minutes, he and his 11-year-old daughter had what can only be described as an extraordinarily calm and even earnest conversation with a couple of men intent on casting doubt on everything from the death toll due to COVID-19 to the existence of climate change. Quite honestly, if it hadn't been for my daughter's request to get a closer look at the demonstrators, Pope told me later, I would have just gone the heck back home and made a sandwich. But he stayed, gamely asking one man carrying a "masks are a compliance check" sign, "What's the real issue here?" "Freedom, brother," the man told Pope, who is black. Then he waved a hand over his pale, bare face, indicating where a mask would go. This is a form of slavery. That this civil conversation, captured on video by a reporter with the Beverly Hills Courier, was abnormal enough to go viral on Twitter says a lot about just how normal the divisions in this country have become. It also speaks to the abnormal efforts that will be required to persuade more Americans, particularly the COVID-19 skeptics among us, to get vaccinated. In short, truly bringing the pandemic to a close will require at least some of us with brains to argue, I'm sorry, have calm and reasoned conversations with willful idiots. I realize that might not seem necessary right now. After all, hospitalizations and deaths due to COVID-19 are nearing record lows across California. And this week, public health officials cleared Los Angeles County to reopen much of its economy, loosening restrictions on bars, movie theaters and amusement parks. Many other counties are on the verge of doing the same. Meanwhile, nationally, about 45% of the population has received at least one dose of the COVID-19 vaccine. In California, the rate is even higher, at just above 50%.